Good morning, students. This is Prashant sir. Welcome back to social class. Children, in the previous class we have discussed third chapter, part A. What is the third chapter name? Landforms. Landforms. Understand, children? Landforms. In this chapter we have learned about the three main kinds of landforms. And children, our earth was not same everywhere. There is some water and there is some land. The land on the earth surface, it's not even, means it is uneven. Uneven means not same everywhere. From one place to another place there is some lot of difference. Means in some areas we found hills, mountains, and some areas have the plain areas and some areas have the plateau regions. These all are called the physical features of the land. Physical features of the land. Let us start the lesson. See, children, the landforms part A. In this chapter we have learned already there are three main kinds of landforms: mountains, plateaus, and plains. You must have seen several hills, even be in the places some mountain ranges. The mountains are very highlands, you know that, and plateaus are also highlands, but it has flat surface of the land, and many rivers flow through these regions like plateaus and mountains. And you know that plains are very fertile soils. Plains have fertile soils. Plains are also called level lands. Plains are also called level lands. In the previous class we have discussed about the some different kinds of mountains in our country. You know the main important mountains are here. They are given. See the Himalayas, Aravalis, Vindhya, Satpura mountains in the map of India. Already I will shown in the last class. I will explain, and I will show the Telangana map also. I will explain different kinds of hills are located in our Telangana plateau regions. Understand, children? Yes, plateau is also highland. It has steep surface of the steep edges on the endings, and this landscape is uneven. Ups and downs also there on the plateau regions. You know that, like this. See, and I will show that some pictures about some mountains and plateaus. Understand, children? And we have discussed in the last class about plains also. What are plains? How to form a plains? Observe, children, and I will show the plain picture which is given in the textbook. Yes, see, children, the plain area, it is suitable for the forming. See, what are plains? Plains have very gentle slopes, and they have formed by the deposition of the fine silt and sand by the great rivers. Already we are explaining about the Gangetic plains which are formed by the Ganga river. See, the Ganga river flow through the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and West Bengal states and forms the Gangetic plains together. And Hindu rivers are Ganga rivers. The two rivers are formed the large plains in India that are called Indo-Gangetic plains. Understand, children? Yes. How to form a plain? You know that a river carried the silt along with the water, and it will be deposited into the banks of the rivers, and it will be formed plains. Plains are level lands. These are suitable for forming. And plains have more population comparing to the mountains and plateaus. Plains have more population because the land is fertile soil. You know that. Understand, children? In the plain areas, people all are depending on the crops, means farming. Yes, children? Yes. And the next physical feature is plateaus. I'll show the picture about plateaus. See the picture which is given in the textbook. Yes, see, children, plateau landscape here given. The plateau landscape. You observe the plateau landscape, children. See, plateaus are highlands. Plateaus are also highlands, and it has steep edges. Edge means endings, and very little land slopes. Very little slopes are there, and the land is uneven. Ups and downs also there. See, like this. Understand, children? and look at the pictures of mountains, plains and plateaus and try to find out which of them is similar to your region. Understand children? You observe the pictures which are given in the textbook and you find out your region is located in the plateau region or in the mountain region or whatever it may be. You should find out the location of your region in the textbook. Given some pictures, you observe the pictures and you find out that. Understand children? And look at the map of Telangana. Find out which of these towns are on the upper and lower Telangana. Understand children? Yes. See, these three main kinds of landforms and other some different kinds of landforms are called relief features of the land. Relief features. These are called relief features. See, in the textbook they are given. Yes, the physical features, the physical surface features of the land like mountains. See children, like mountains, plateaus and plains etc. are called relief features. Relief features. What are relief features? See, like physical features. There is some variations from one place to another place. These are called relief features. And Telangana state has varied relief features. Telangana state has also varied relief features. See children, given on the page number 17, our state has Upper Telangana Plateau in the west region and Lower Telangana Plateau regions. Upper Telangana Plateau region and Lower Telangana Plateau regions. And the two rivers flow through this eastwards. They will be start from the westwards and it will be flow through the eastwards. And eastern side it has a slope area. That's why all the rivers, these two rivers are flows. It starts from the westwards to it flows to the eastward like this. It is west and it is eastwards. Understand children? Yes. I will explain with the diagram. You see the diagram. So you see the map number 1 and which is given in the page number 17 in the textbook. You take out the page number 17 and observe the map 1 physical features of Telangana. Observe the map and find out which are Upper Telangana Plateau and which are Lower Telangana Plateau regions. On textbook page number 17. Open the textbook page number 17 children. See children, our state has two types of regions. One is Upper Telangana region and another one is Lower Telangana regions. You know, most of the places, most of the regions in our state, it will be lies in the plateau regions. It will be lies in the plateau regions. Our state has Upper Telangana plateaus in the west side and Lower Telangana plateaus in the east side. Once you observe the Upper Telangana plateau regions, see, it is west and it is east, you know that. See, understand children, these are the Upper Telangana region. Upper Telangana and it is Lower Telangana plateau regions. Understand children? Yes. See, Upper Telangana regions and Lower Telangana plateau regions. And you observe children the two rivers. See, which are start here. Which river? It is Godavari river. And here Krishna river. The two rivers are start from the west direction. You know that because the rivers are entering into the Telangana. The Godavari river near Basara. You know that it will be entering in the near Basara and it will be flow through this eastwards and finally it will be entering into the Andhra Pradesh and after that flow into the Bay of Bengal. Like that Krishna river also it will be flow into the eastwards, eastern direction. Understand children? Upper Telangana plateau regions and Lower Telangana plateau regions. Understand children? The two twin cities Hyderabad, Secunderabad cities and Sangareddy, Mahbubnagar, Nalgonda are located on the Upper Telangana plateau regions. These are located in the Upper Telangana plateau regions. While the Warangal, Karimnagar and other some important towns are located in the Lower Telangana plateau regions. Lower Telangana plateaus regions. Understand children? The twin cities like Hyderabad, Sangareddy, Secunderabad, Mahbubnagar and Nalgonda. These are located in the Upper Telangana plateau region. And other like Warangal, Karimnagar are located in the lower Telangana plateau regions. Understand children? We will learn more about these landforms and how people lived in these landforms. We have discussed in the next class, means in the next chapter, part B. In the part B, we have to discuss about the upper Telangana plateau regions people and lower Telangana plateau regions, the way of living and the crops they grown. All we have to discuss in the next class. And see children, today we are going to learn the Telangana plateau regions completed now. Upper Telangana plateau regions and lower Telangana plateau regions. Once you observe the key of the map, see children, here they are given key. You know that hills, major rivers, lower Telangana plateau regions and upper Telangana plateau regions and district boundaries and state boundaries, all they are given. And our next topic is delta. Our next topic is delta. Yes, see children, our next topic is delta. Yes. Children, in the previous class, means in the fifth class, you have learnt that a delta is a triangle shaped land. A delta is a triangle shaped land. A delta is a triangular shaped land which is formed by the two rivers or more rivers or a river. It will be, before entering the sea, it will be divided into the small streams like this. Small streams. Understand children? And it will be carried with the fine silt and sand, all here they will be deposited. See, like this. Understand children? And formed this triangle shaped land, means like this triangular shaped land is called a delta. The triangle shaped land is called a delta. I will show the picture about the delta. Observe the picture children. Observe the picture clearly and underline those hard words in the textbook. Yes children, observe the picture. Here they are given. See children. Yes. Suppose it is a river. See. It is a river. It is what? A sea. Before entering into the sea, a river will be divided into the small streams. Here they are given. You observe that. Small streams. See, and it will be formed like as a triangle shaped land. It is called a delta. It is called a delta. Understand children? It is called a delta. Yes. See, the deltas are formed near the mouth of a sea. Near the mouth of the sea. Understand children? Yes. See children, I will show one more figure about delta, how to form a delta. See here, a river before joining the sea, it will be divided into the small streams like this, and it will be formed like a triangle shaped land. It is called a delta. It is called a delta. Understand children? Yes. Next, take out the page number 17 in the textbook. Yes children, see the delta in the textbook. The two main rivers of Telangana. What are the two main rivers? You know that Godavari river and the Krishna river. The two main rivers of Telangana flow from the Western Ghats. You know that. It will be starts from the Western Ghats. And the Godavari river enters in Telangana near Basara of Nirmal districts. All of you know. Already we have learned in the 5th class. The Telangana, in Telangana region, Godavari river is entering into Telangana near Basara in Nirmal districts. Understand children? These rivers are joined by many small rivers in Telangana plateau regions. Many small rivers. What are the many small rivers? Like Pranahita. Understand children? Dindi. These are many small rivers are joining into the big rivers like tributaries. These are called tributaries. and see the small rivers of Telangana plateaus and finally flow into the Bay of Bengal. Flow into the Bay of Bengal and after forming a large deltas. After forming a large deltas. Can you see the two triangle formed? True triangle formed by these rivers on the eastern coastal plains. See, suppose for example I will show the map of Telangana. You observe the map of Telangana. See, yes, see children, it is Godavari river and it is Krishna river. Finally, it will be entering into the Andhra Pradesh. After entering into the Andhra Pradesh, it fall into the Bay of Bengal. Before falling the Bay of Bengal, these rivers are divided into many small streams like this. Many small streams. And it will be formed deltas, a large deltas in the eastern coastal plains. Says or no? In the eastern coastal plains, the Godavari river and the Krishna rivers are formed large deltas. Yes, understand children? Yes. See the textbook. Yes. See, you observe the figure number 3.4 which is given in the textbook. I'll show the textbook which is given in the page number 18. You take out the page number 18. Yes, see children, here you observe the two deltas which are formed by the Krishna river and the Godavari river. See, I'll show that. See, here they will be formed large deltas like this. Here it is a delta and here it is a delta. It will be formed by the Krishna river and Godavari river. Understand children? Yes. See, before joining the sea, a river divides into a large number of small streams. A large number of small streams like this. Yes, small streams. And deposited a lot of sand and silt in this area which flow from the delta. See, it will be carries all the fine sand and silt and it will be forms near the mouth, means before entering the sea. See, before entering the sea, it will be deposited all the silt at one place and it will be formed a triangle shaped lands. These are called deltas. If usually the forms a triangle, every year the flood water of the river brings silt laden with humus. Humus means you know that decomposed sand with all the animal dry leaves and dry animals like that all mixed with the soil, means decomposed with the soil, and it will be formed like a large plains. See here, decayed leaves and plants and etc. is called humus. Understand children? With it and deposit them. As it case, the land will be, the soil will be more fertile. The soil will be more fertile. See, with it deposited them on the flooded areas. In this way, the floods enrich the soil of the delta every year. Understand children? Yes. The soil becomes very fertile in the delta regions because of the floods came, means all the flood water entering into the deltas and it will be formed like all the fine sand and silt near the deltas, and these delta lands are very suitable for the farming. Understand children? Yes, I hope you understand this delta, and part A is completed. Part A is completed in the third chapter. In the next class, we have discussed the part B, the village and life of the people living in the village. What is that village? Penamakur, a village in the delta. The people who are living in the delta regions, the way of living, we have to learn in the next part B. Understand children? Take care. Bye bye.